Here we go, YouTube. There are two big developing stories on the YouTube front today, as well as a story on some IGN hilarity. That's the three videos on the docket. Perhaps I will do a fourth later because news is developing fast and furiously, and it's only 11:30 a.m. my time. Now, I'm going to read perhaps the most ridiculous, hypocritical statement I've ever seen YouTube put out, and that's saying a lot. We made changes to our harassment policy to better protect both creators and users from abuse, while making sure YouTube continues to be a place for free expression. How can you say this? These are two completely at odds statements in one sentence, a self-contradicting statement. And in order to help ring this in, they went out and they picked off some very popular YouTube videos that were, I would say, spicy maybe, but they were informative. They challenged ideas of fellow creators, and YouTube not only demonetized them, but they took them down entirely. Now, we knew that it was going to be the end of the response video, and I'm actually thinking about going through my back catalog and seeing if there's anything that I think might be a little particularly spicy, that it might be just in my best interest to avoid a strike and remove it. This is why it's very, very important to support new tech. By the way, I have almost 20,000 subscribers on my BitChute channel, which will be linked in the description below, okay? Every time this happens, BitChute sees a huge increase for users, and they're rolling out some betas where content creators can monetize their content. Look, if you're a YouTube creator, and I hope that people watching this will share this message. If you leaving a like on the video, a comment, that's very helpful for YouTube, but also sharing it outside of YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Minds, obviously, all help, Reddit, because the message needs to go to fellow creators. Look, I'm making a big change in 2020 where I'm going to produce at least one BitChute exclusive video per week, but there's no excuse for content creators to at least have a presence there. It takes 5 minutes to set up, and it automatically imports your videos, all right? And now when they're rolling out some monetization efforts, there's no excuse. When you have YouTube coming out and saying, we made changes to the harassment policy to better protect creators and users from abuse while making sure YouTube continues to be a place for free expression, you can just ignore that second part. It's absolute grade A BS. You saw a very wildly popular video. You saw the death of H3 Productions, Video Vigilante. This video had 1.4 million plays and almost 90,000 likes. It was removed for inappropriate content. I've seen this video. It's over an hour long. It's a long watch, but it was very good. At times, it was spicy, but at no point did I ever see this video get personal, and they removed it. Here's the email. And if you look at their update, which we're going to look at a little deeper, over the last several years, we have worked to improve the way we manage content on YouTube by quickly removing it when it violates community guidelines. By the way, these community guidelines are enforced retroactively. So what YouTube did is they picked a few really popular videos that they knew would make a splash, and they removed them. Make no mistake about it. Idubbz and this content creator as well, what is it, Go Canru? Well, that's his Twitter feed. I can't remember his YouTube channel name, but these two were targeted. Absolutely. Okay, make no mistake about that. This was about making a statement. This is about saying we don't want Idubbz making his content cops. We don't want people exposing hypocrisy. Look at all this stuff that's going on with these Onision videos. Are those going to be removed too? Probably. Raising up authoritative voices, which, by the way, according to YouTube, is like CNN and Fox News. All right. 2 jokes. Looking for breaking news and information. Rewarding trusted creators and artists that make YouTube a special place. Today, we are announcing a series of policy and product changes that update how we tackle bad behavior on YouTube. We systematically review all our policies to make sure the line between what we remove and what we allow is drawn in the right place. As recognized earlier this year, for words we don't like, there are more ways. There's more we can do to protect our creators and community. And, you know, I know that a lot of you are out there are looking for a new mommy and daddy. You want your new mommy and daddy? Well, this is what YouTube is going to do. Nobody was asking for this. Look at this absolute out of touch BS that they posted. Many of you have told us we need to do a better job preventing harassment on YouTube. Who is asking for that? Corporate brands? I don't even know. This, by the way, is about protecting brands. You'll see it. Remember now, H3 Productions is a brand. All right? So you've got to remember that this will extend into protecting brands. Make no mistake about it. And the rules are so nebulous that we're going to see here. It's just going to actively discourage discourse. We consulted with a wide array of creators, experts, and organizations. Bull! What creators did you consult? What creators told you, hey, you should probably take down this IdubbbzTV video? What creator in the entirety of YouTube would say that? I want you to name them. Stricter stance on abusive language, prolonged attacks that insult a person's intrinsic attributes, such as race, physical traits, orientation. Look, that rule was already there. That rule was already there. I'm wondering if they're trying to get out in front of some impending mainstream media hit piece. Note, this won't affect our openness for a broad range of artistic expression and debate on important issues. Really? Well, clearly, exposing hypocrisy is something worth debating or conversating about on your platform, and you have shown us that you are removing it. What about IdubbbzTV video? Now, if I remember it correctly, there was the no chin thing. But YouTube themselves didn't even want Leafy on the platform. And you can see, download your favorite bullying vids before YouTube takes them down. IdubbbzTV. As you may know, our community guidelines describe which content we allow and what we don't allow on YouTube. For your video, Content Cop Leafy, or your video content caught Leafy, was flagged to us for review. By who? Upon review, we've determined it violates our guidelines and we've removed it from YouTube. A video that probably had like 20 million views at that time. It absolutely feels personal because it is personal. They targeted IdubbbzTV on purpose, right? Now, he did have the chin, comments, which I guess you could argue is physical, but holy moly. Would you consider that prolonged? No. Would you consider that, come on. I don't know what else to say. Well, let me put it this way. It's at least as good as he gave. Stricter stance on threats. Not only explicit ones, but implicit ones. Referring physical. Okay, fine. Thought that was already against the rule. Consequences for harassment patterns, because it could be more than a single video. Repeated behavior, like maliciously targeting the same individual across multiple videos or comments, can lead to penalties like YouTube Partner Program suspension, strikes, or even termination. This is the start. This is the statement you want to pay attention to. This allows YouTube to apply intent for their creators arbitrarily. So I have, I don't know, 30 videos on Captain Marvel. Are they going to say that that's malicious? Certainly it would seem to apply. It would seem to qualify. What about Repzion, who has a catalog of videos dating back, chronicling all the things that Onision has done? Is he supposed to remove those too? Are they just going to wait till they get 1 million views and then do it, and then start giving him strikes retroactively? You don't know if something's malicious or not. You have no way to prove that. So on what planet are you going to be able to, with a straight face, apply these rules? You don't know my intent for making videos. I make videos to entertain. I think I'm going to have to put a disclaimer in front of all my videos now that say, this is satire. My videos are for entertainment purposes only. Please, no bully. Comment moderation. By year's end, most channels will be enabled with a tool that can automatically hold potentially inappropriate comments for review. You can always opt out. But by the way, this is going to be turned on automatically. So content creators are going to have to go in there and opt out of it. But note that early adopters saw a 75% reduction in flagged comments on their channels. Who cares? It's, oh my God. Just remove the comments already, YouTube. Just do it. That's what you want. That's what you've wanted for years. Just remove it. Remove my viewers' voices. Because this slow grading erosion of their freedoms to express themselves below our videos as content creators is worse. Just remove it. That's what you want. You want to be our mommies. You want to be our daddies. You want to say the things that we can say and what we can't say. We can't respond to other creators. By the way, if you're a large creator, you're even more disincentivized to go after sensitive topics because the strike system is so punitive and so risky that you can have a video from a small creator go out there and go viral, and if you respond to it in kind, you have far more to lose. Dive in and get more specifics on how to curb harassment on YouTube. How about stay out of it? This is ridiculous. We've always removed videos that explicitly issued threats. Sure, that's fine, actually. I'm fine with that. Or reveal confidential information or personal information, or encourage people to go after someone else. This is also a slippery statement too, because this goes to the whole age-old adage, well, you did a video on this person and then there was a brigade. Even though, for example, a creator like myself will explicitly ask my viewers to not. It doesn't matter. Because if they said you did, you did. Moving forward, our policies will step further and not only prohibit certain statements, but also veiled or implied. Fine. Okay, fine. Look, if you're threatening people on the platform, not cool. There's also demeaning language that goes too far. To establish consistent criteria for what type of content is not allowed on YouTube, we're building up the framework that we use for our hate speech policy. By the way, there's no such thing as that. It's just words they don't like. Addressing toxic comments. We know the comment section is an important place for fans to engage with creators. Then stay out of it. You know, my viewers, the viewers of the videos are the one leaving that comment. So if you know it's important, then leave it. Let people have their say. I like how they're proud of how many comments they've removed. Over 16 million in the third quarter this year. Woohoo! Congratulations, YouTube, on your censorious achievement. The policy we updated, we've outlined above, will also apply to comments. So we expect this number to increase in future quarters. Who is this for? Who is this for? Seriously. What content creator on your platform gives a rat's butt about removed comments or what goes on in their comment section? If you're that worried about it, disable it. I'm not curating what my viewers can say. All right? They have their right to express their opinions. But why are you saying, oh, great news, we're going to delete even more? Beyond comments that were removed, we also empower creators to further shape the conversation. Oh, you can further curate your comments. Even better. I know a lot of creators out there that just want to control their comment sections. If you don't like what goes on in your comment section, just disable it. Don't be a wimp about it. Remember when Total Biscuit did that? Fine. You know, fine. Especially if, you know, newspapers, quote unquote, and articles out there are going to hold against you what gets said in your comment sections. Fine. I understand why people do it. But what are you doing, YouTube? This is what you're wasting your time on? Ridiculous. YouTube party is over. The content will continue to get more bland, and content creators, innovators like iDubbbz and Filthy Frank, they'll never be able to exist again on this platform, which is corporate, sanitized, boring, riskless, uninspired drivel.